It's just one of those things, bro. This dude knew how and knows how to plan. This just doesn't make any sense. Why come all the way back to America if you're gonna delete yourself? He started off in Colorado Springs, and I was in the breakdown. Came all the way down from Colorado Springs to Las Vegas, and he's picking up weapons and material along the way. He's driving a Tesla. He rents this thing. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. You're gonna do all this, but you're not gonna leave a video or leave a note or something like that. The New Orleans guy, he left videos explaining what he was doing and why, kind of. Those videos are out there. But this dude, he's not gonna leave any notes. I mean, what could have been so wrong in his life that he decided that he wants to do this and go out in a blaze of glory? It doesn't make any sense. And there's going to be a ton of, tinfoil hat conspiracy stuff that's going to come out there, tons of it. But you have to sit back and watch. Now, no matter what's going to happen, no matter how this is going to go down, his brothers, those other Green Berets, they're going to figure out what happened. Trust and believe the dudes in his unit, and I'm talking about from the highest part of his leadership structure all the way down to these dudes on the teams, they're going to figure this out. And if it is a false flag, if it is some effery going on within our government, or one of our allies are out here making moves on us, or one of our enemies are out here making moves, and they took this man's life, oh, it's going to be hell to pay. And you ain't going to be able to stop them. Now you're dealing with tip of spear dudes. Now you're dealing with people who can just make things happen. These guys, you don't know who he worked with. Man, he could have been on missions with Delta. Just like I was just a paratrooper and I'm on missions with Green Berets. I'm on missions with Rangers. Who are the Green Berets going out on missions with? Right? Who are they working with? Who do they know? They're getting whatever information they need. There's no such thing as classified. These guys are going to get what they need. If civilian law enforcement is trying to do something and there's some effery going on, the military dudes are going to get to the bottom of it. The military dudes will find out what's going on and they will deal with it in their way if they have to. I just don't see this. Just don't make any sense. The type of weapon, gas, fireworks, the paperwork he had on him, allegedly, all this stuff, because they said that he deleted himself. I mean, think about that. You got a 50 caliber, you got a 50 caliber pistol. And they're saying, well, we know this is the type of weapon he used because we found the weapon at his feet. Wow, the weapon wouldn't be there. I don't think. I was just watching some guys who were talking about this, and it makes a lot of sense. You do yourself in with a pistol this big, with the recoil on it. I don't know if you guys ever fired a Desert Eagle. I don't know if you guys ever picked one up. But man, those things are heavy, man. Those things are so heavy that the weapon is designed that energy comes out. When you have that muzzle flash, they design it to where the muzzle flash is routed through these two little holes near the front of the weapon. That helps you balance the weapon. So it's a counter to the kick. It kicks so much that they had to design it to where that muzzle flash is forced out through these small little holes that will force the weapon back down to help you kind of stabilize the thing. Don't take my word for it, man. Look it up. Go out here and just go on YouTube and look at 50 cal Desert Eagles and watch people shoot these things. So if you have this thing right here, you pull the trigger immediately, right? That round is going to do its job. You're going to be immediately going to go limp. That weapon is jumping out of your hand. It's going that way. It's not going to be right here, the base of your feet, man. It's going to be on the other side of the vehicle. Right? Here's the steering wheel. Here you are. Windows right here. You do this. Boom. That thing is going to jump to the other side of the vehicle. It's going to be on that side somewhere, maybe on the floor, the passenger side front, or maybe it'll make its way into the back, but it's not going to be right here. Whoever whatever happened here, if someone's trying to set some crazy narrative, good. And I'm not CSI, but even I know these look at that like, man, that don't seem right. And the biggest thing of all, man, Green Berets don't run around with Desert Eagles. The weapon don't make that doesn't make any sense. They know how to use, they know what to use and how to use weapons. They're not going to do it. I've never seen a Green Beret talking about, hey man, I'm about to buy a Desert Eagle. Never. I've never been on a range and seen somebody with a 50 caliber or some really big 44 or some of these crazy caliber handguns. And if you do, it's a novelty. It's always some rich dude who has it. Hey, look what I got. And it's like, look at this hand cannon. Like, bro, that's not practical at all. Like, first of all, how do you get those rounds? If you talking about taking something like that into combat with you, how do you get those rounds? Like, it's so many things wrong with that. Green Berets, they don't do that. They don't do that. Like I said, I've been to the range. I've seen people pull out these hand cannons, and like I said, it's a novelty. And the bullets alone cost so much money. Like, why? Like, why? Do you want to fire it? No, I don't. Doesn't make any sense to me. It's got all these different kind of safeties and mechanisms. Like, bro, it's not even fun to fire, bro. Like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm cool. I'll stick with my M14. Thank you very much. I'll stick with my M16. Thank you very much. I'll stick with my AK-47, my shotgun. Right, my Creedmoor, my 6.5 Creedmoor. I'll stick with these. Right, the highest caliber that I got a 357 and I have a 45, and that's more than enough for me. I like the knockdown power of the 45, but my Glock is a single stack, can't hold a whole lot of ammo in there. And then the 357, I like revolvers. They're gonna work every time. It's a revolver, so that's why I have them. But if I'm going on a mission, if I'm going to do something and come right back, I'm taking the 40 millimeter. I'm taking the 9 millimeter. I'm not taking the 357. Just not doing it. Just doesn't make any sense. Brother Penny in the building. What's good, fam? Happy New Year, bro. Happy New Year. Good to see you. We're going to be back on track here this coming Monday. We'll be back on track. We're going to go Monday and Thursdays, 5 p.m.